Hey, welcome back to another episode of Real Men Unscripted, and this is unscripted as this thing is falling over all of a sudden.
He's Derek, and I'm Domingo. Welcome back. Hope you had a good week. Hope you liked the last episode. We'll see if we can top this one. And for those of you out there that are wondering, no, I am not a Democrat.
Bullshit.
Not a closet Democrat, not any Democrat.
Don't bullshit me.
And like Derek likes to call me, I'm not a rhino either. I'm a Republican.
That's not what my sister thinks.
I'm a
after
moderate
listening.
Republican.
Okay. Who hates Trump?
I can't stand Trump. I can't stand
all his
Biden. I
policies
can't stand Harris. I can't stand who else? Oh, definitely the Clintons. Don't even get me started on those. But did you see during the inauguration, Obama and what's his name were buddy buddies?
Bush?
Yeah, they were buddy buddies. He's hitting him on the stomach like, "What's up, buddy?" I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, he was saying, "Oh shoot, we're going down."
When did he say that? Did he say that?
No.
I know Obama said, "How can we stop this?"
Yeah.
Like something like that. Like, can we stop this or something? But then he sat next to him right at the funeral.
Yeah, I think it's so it's pre-selected.
The seats?
I heard, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Where they seat them, and I think it goes by
Seniority
of the president,
Yeah.
right? So that's why Trump was near
at
him,
the end.
But
Oh, that's right, because Biden would have been there.
Well, no, because he
was the president at the time.
He was back. He was
right.
The
president. Yeah.
So I don't know how they do all that, but it's crazy. So.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe that they had them all under one roof. Like, you have all the presidents under one roof, knowing what Iran wants to do and Hamas.
And now he's taking away all their security clearances. And
He already did that.
no, he's just
Yeah, but that's fair because Biden did it to him. Biden took out his clearances, and now he's like, "All right, here you go. I'm taking yours."
So,
he
so
didn't
tit for tat.
He didn't take Obama's though.
Yeah, but he took away some generals and stuff. But
Some generals. He took away the whole federal government. Good luck trying to get your Medicaid. Good luck trying to get your VA prescriptions. Good luck trying to get.
I sent you the videos from the guy who's running the VA now, and so
Yeah, but like he said though, there's a female too. Remember the Department of Education? Like, I want her to do such a good job that she's not gonna have a job. That's the same thing with the VA,
right.
And he's trying to privatize post office, and I'm trying to apply at the post office.
You are?
I was going to.
Oh.
They froze everything.
Mm.
Well, I have to. He's going to take away VA benefits.
Oh, you could probably be like third in command at FBI right now. You just call.
They're not hiring anybody. They're firing people.
What's his name?
Cash Patel.
Cash Patel, man. Say, look, I almost look like you.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding. You don't have those eyes. That one picture of his eyes, it was like pretty trippy. But
I don't really know too much about him though. I haven't read
just.
up
I think he did like 20 years in the FBI. Then
just as a grunt, right? Like, he was never.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how high he got up, but then he like wrote a book and ratted out all these people and what they did.
So that's why
they didn't. That's why they didn't want him in there, because they know he's gonna go after him.
Like Trump.
Yeah. I mean, dude, all these people are going in there and they're just going to clean house.
They already did.
I don't know. It's good or bad, indifferent. I don't know.
We'll see.
I just want to see my eggs and gas come down.
And that's the one thing we want. Like, that's the only thing we want him to do. And he has not done it. Because, like, I don't know if we talked about it last time. When Richard Nixon was president, conservative Republican, and they did the same thing, he made a law, an order, saying you cannot, like, raise the prices. And inflation was higher. I believe it was higher than it is now. And because of that law, inflation went away. All he did was, like, you cannot, like, eggs, you can't do $10. You have to keep it where it's at. And if you don't do it, we're going to arrest you. And inflation went away. I'm like, this is what we need to do.
I don't know what's going to happen.
He needs to do an exact. Well, all his billionaire buddies, they need their money. He's got to keep all these prices high. Teslas need to be 120,000 or whatever they are. And then what does Bezos? Oh yeah, we got to do away with the postal service because that competes against Bezos, Amazon, or whatever.
I don't think the USPS is going anywhere.
He's going to try and privatize it. Really? After everything you've seen him do, you don't think he's going to do that?
I don't know.
How much stuff has he done away with already? U.S. aid, which I'm okay with, because I don't.
He really hasn't gotten rid of because the courts are still fighting them.
Yeah, in the process.
Every time he does something, the left, files a.
But he got rid of U.S. aid. That's done. But with that one, I think we talked about it last time, right? I'm okay because why are we giving billions to the Catholic Church when they already have billions? Like, no, I don't agree.
I mean, anybody that's upset that we're just trying to watch our spending,
Too bad.
then you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
And
but that's the Democrats.
If you think that this guy, and I know you think it too, but if you think this billionaire who's worth $500 billion cares about your information, he does not care.
Yes, he does.
He already bought Twitter. He could have gotten all your information if he wanted it then.
That's why he bought Twitter, to get your information.
No, he bought Twitter because he was tired
of being
them censoring
him and Trump.
Regular people.
They're not regular people. They're bazillionaires. We're regular people.
And there was times I posted stuff and it said, sorry, but this is against our community guidelines.
Yeah, but you're MAGA. Didn't you get arrested January 6th?
Huh?
Didn't you get arrested January 6th?
Yeah. Did you like those videos I sent you?
Did you see my response?
No.
You should have read my responses.
I didn't see your response.
Yeah, I sent responses.
Okay, so on one of them, this doctor she was outside, did her speech thing, then
tried to do her speech.
And then they didn't, and they worked their way in.
No, they got pushed in.
Well, she said she didn't break in or anything like that.
The crowd pushed in the door,
and she got in there, and they went after her, and tried to get her for all these charges. Then I saw, and I sent you that other one on the guy who actually never even went in at all, and they were trying to give him 24 years, and
something
got him on charges that don't even make sense. And if Trump hadn't won, he would still be sitting in a jail cell right now. Good? He never went in.
There's still treason. They went down there.
I wanted to be there.
Then you should have gone to jail too.
Just because you're standing outside.
That's what they say. You only hear their side. You don't see the rest of it. Let me see that video you saw her video.
Well, what about the video I sent you where the guy, they bring him, they uncuff him, and then he pulls out his badge and shows them. I'm telling you, they had tons of people there from the federal government purposely because they wanted to put Trump away. So they told that one guy, if you roll on Trump, we'll let you go. That's all they did was they put these people, kind of like an IC, and put them in there to infiltrate, to get these people to go in there and do stuff and get them to roll on Trump, saying that Trump told them to go there. When he didn't, he told them, do not cause
he said do it in a peaceful way. And he did say go there, but he said in a peaceful manner.
But he didn't say go in and do anything
or break anything.
And so they told that guy, hey, if you roll on and tell us that Trump, told you specific, then we won't charge you. And he's like, well, Trump never told me anything. So no, I'm not, and I never even entered, and they still went after him.
It was the Proud Boys. And that piece of shit was nowhere near there, and he still got arrested, and he went to jail, and now he's pardoned. I can't stand that piece of crap.
Yeah, I'm not too
and the Stewart guy
into the
Oath Keepers,
Proud Boys, but I just at some point between now and 4 years from now, because it always takes freaking forever. And you got to admit, Trump's said things, and then they've come true years later that they went after him for this, that, and it was all wrong. Like the dossier and all these things that Clinton paid for. And so you're gonna find out that this whole January 6th thing is not what they perceived it. Again, I still believe that if anybody that broke windows and hurt officers, which we talked about,
that's where you're wrong,
they should get in trouble.
The Capitol was off limits.
It wasn't. They let them in.
They did because they wanted to do it peaceful and like not have a riot on their hands, right? But the Capitol was off limits because they were doing whatever the Congress was doing. So you were not allowed. The public was not allowed, like other times where it's open for pictures, whatever. It was not allowed, which is why that lady was going to do her speech outside the doors on the stairs.
Right.
But then these people pushed in. She went in, and she decided to do the speech inside.
Yeah,
like saying, this is okay now. No, it's not. You knew when you were there you weren't allowed in. Yet, even though you got pushed in, what should you do?
Leave.
Exactly. She didn't leave. She did 3 speeches and walked here, did a speech, walked on. No, you're wrong. They eventually got her for trespass. I'm okay with that. The other charge you're talking about, they tried to get her for, yes, I'm not good with that. And that other guy they got him for outside, that charge doesn't meet what he did. But I'm under the banner of the U.S. You do not mess with any kind of traditions of my country.
All these Congress people are way worse than any of these people. When you find out the stuff that Schiff is doing and all these people,
how many of these
with kids and all these
January
things,
6 dudes have either been killed by police,
I think,
or rearrested since they've been pardoned?
Yeah, no,
they're dirty people. Politicians are dirty, but they don't kill people. They order people to get.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think the pardons should have been more. Instead of just like a blanket one, like, I think they should have maybe
vetted them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought about it more, vetted them.
We talked about last week. When I say he just went in there and cleaned house. As the president, I'll go in there, take 3 months to see how everything's working, and then I start making my decisions. This guy went in there, you're fired, you're fired. Through Twitter, you're fired, you're fired. All you prosecutors that prosecuted me, you're fired. All you FBI agents that investigated me, you're fired. That's what he did.
I'm loving it, man.
I'm not.
This country needs an overhaul.
Okay, but even the FBI agents, you think every single one of these FBI agents that he fired deserves to be fired just because they were told by their boss to investigate Trump. So they need to be fired for doing their job.
Well, if
it wasn't their choice.
Hold on. If they knew, like the people that knew that Clinton had paid and bought for that and that they got a FISA warrant and they knew that it was illegal. Comer knew it was illegal, still got it and had these guys help him. Yeah, they should be fired.
Yeah, if you break
they should be arrested myself.
Yes, if you break the laws,
because they knew that it was illegal.
Okay, but these were legitimate investigations, right? This was not just some bogus stuff that these FBI's brought up. This is the head of the FBI and whoever their bosses are saying, "Hey, here's an investigation. Go handle it." Are you going to say, "Oh, it's against Trump. F you, I'm not doing it"? Are you going to say that?
Well,
no, you can't do that.
I think no, you probably can't. But I think they knew that it was political and not legitimate.
That's understandable. But can you tell your boss no? You can't. Right? Even when I was Metro, which is way below.
Well, then if you knew if it was wrong, then you needed to be a whistleblower and come out. I bet you some of those whistleblowers weren't fired.
I bet you every single one, any name that was attached to Trump got fired. Prosecutors, district attorneys, FBI agents, Secret Service. Because he fired the Secret Service head, right? Or he retired?
Well, I think he quit before he was going to get fired.
I think a lot of them.
A lot of people do that,
yeah,
though.
A lot of them did. No, because there's some that are bipartisan. Like, they get positions.
Right.
It's supposed to be.
But he's getting rid of all those, too.
He got rid of all of them. He got rid of.
Hey, I don't always like his tactics, but again, no, I like these new people coming in, whether they have experience or not.
How do you like them? They have no idea what they're doing.
Because I think I want them to go after these Congress people that are doing illegal stuff.
But not the MAGA.
Going after the money, doing.
But not the MAGA.
No, I think there's a couple of Republicans go after the. No, I'm saying all of them.
The one from Florida that was raping people.
Well, he's out now.
Yeah, but he tried to give him a high post. And then he's like, I'm not going to take it.
Now he's doing like his own little TV show thing. No, I'm all for going after. I don't care if you're
he needs to go
independent, which there's hardly any in there, right? Democrat or Republican.
Well,
like the money, like AOC, like we said.
Well, she's not doing
no,
it.
but the money, you're selling just all that. If you're worth $100 million and your salary's $175,000, come on, you're doing something illegal.
That's politicians for you.
So he needs to go after all of them. And then Trump, before he gets out, he should somehow change it where these people can only do like 4 terms, like maybe 10 years,
so
15
not like Biden,
years.
A lifetime politician.
No lifetime politician. All that's got to go.
The one from California, what was her name?
Dianne Feinstein.
Yeah, Dianne
and
Feinstein.
The other one. Yeah, Feinstein died basically in chambers, So.
And then there's one that's senile right now, right? She hasn't been in the office or whatever.
Yeah, that was a Republican.
Yeah, but
well, she was like in the hospital. I don't know.
She was like 90.
They need to fix that, and then they should change the age for presidents for all those that you can't be over like 65. If you're receiving Social Security, you probably shouldn't be working.
I don't think they receive Social Security.
I'm just saying, like you probably that's like
no. They
enough.
should. They should like. There was one Republican that said it. They should have a test, a cognitive. Yeah, cognitive test. And if you fail it, you can't be president.
We just failed that test.
Yeah,
we can't even talk.
Biden. Yeah, exactly. Biden should never have been president, and he should never run for the second time. And then this guy is starting to get there. He's starting to forget stuff. Like, did you hear him say that? We're going to put a wall on Colorado. Like, Colorado doesn't even touch Mexico. What are you putting a wall on Colorado for? I saw that. I just started laughing. I'm like, dude, do you even know what states border Mexico?
You do know that, like, he does sometimes say stuff trying to be funny. And
that was
people
not
think
funny.
like
That
he said something about something about a gay person in the
crowd.
It was they're called something. It was called the Gay Alliance or something.
Yeah.
And then when he asked where they were at, they stood up or something, and he goes, "Oh, you don't look gay," or something. He's trying to crack a joke, but of course, I'm sure they're going to turn that. And
those I'm okay with. But when you're up there and you're like saying, "Yeah, we're going to put a wall in Texas. We're going to put a," and then
when he thought Puerto Rico, and his first term was another country.
Yeah.
So
I'm just like, oh my gosh, this guy has no idea what he's saying. Like,
hey, you only have to deal with them. I mean, come on, we had Biden for 4 long.
We didn't have Biden.
Long years.
We didn't have Biden.
Well,
we had Jill.
Okay, we had
Jill, and Kamala was MIA too.
Yeah.
What did she do in the 4 years she was in there? She never visited the wall, which was where he assigned her to. I'm just like, what did this lady do for 4 years?
But I mean, at least, hey, we got 4 years of him.
Not 4 years. I'm counting down. There's 3 years, 10 months, and 16 days.
Unless he runs again. No.
Who? She ain't gonna run.
No, him.
No, they already said that they're not going to let him do that. Even if Congress tries to pass that stupid amendment. They're like, no, we're not doing that. We're not changing.
He's going to be too old. He's
already too old now.
I know, but
how old is he now?
But I tell you what, he's done more interviews in these first month than Biden did in the whole 4 years. You got to admit that.
Yeah, because Biden lost his mind.
But at least he's doing interviews.
Yeah.
If I told my wife, will he stop with the interviews? Like, why does he do 2 or 3 a day? Do 1 a week or once a month.
You know why?
Go play golf. Go help do something else.
Narcissistic. That's exactly what he is.
Is it that, or like my wife says, he believes the American people voted for him. and 5 million did. And he tries to tell them because he knows the media won't tell the truth. So he speaks it, whether it's truth or not. But
It's not.
At least it's coming from his mouth.
Yeah, that I agree with. I don't agree with all the interviews, especially the one you sent me where he's like berating the governor of Maine or whatever. I'm like, dude,
I loved it, dude. That's why I send you this
but
funny
that's
stuff.
Childish. There's a time and a place for
I
that.
totally think he can be the worst president when it
that's like
comes to that
terrible.
stuff. But he also is the only one that basically steps up and tells these people how it
No.
is.
You
when
only-
she said,
you
when
only
she
see
said, "I'll see you in court," and he's like, "Yep." And we'll see who wins, and then you'll have no job after that. Like, I mean, I thought that was a little, but when
but
she
see,
said,
you only see the stuff on TV. How do you know that Obama, that Bush, Senior Bush weren't doing the same thing behind closed doors where you're supposed to do it?
"Oh yeah, I don't know."
Right? You only see it because it's on TV, him
Right,
going after
right.
people. Right? Like,
But she
like-
didn't have to say, "I'll see you in court," but she
Well, she
challenged him.
Well, because
and
he
ain't gonna.
because he called her out
He
first.
did.
He's like, "Where's the governor of Maine? Is she in here? Where's she at? Are you gonna follow the DEI?"
Yeah, he was
Like,
just.
he called her out on it.
No, it wasn't DEI.
Yes, it was.
No, it was the
Are you
sports.
gonna let men? Yeah,
It was the sports. That's not
That's
the
part of
DEI.
DEI.
No.
Yes, it is.
It's different.
That's
but
a school DEI and work DEI, like diversity, equality.
no, this had to do with men and
inclusivity.
women's sports.
Yeah, are you gonna allow men playing women's
And she
sports?
said
"I'm gonna follow whatever
the state law and
is."
federal
Yeah.
law, and he's
Yeah.
like, "I am the federal law, baby. That's right. That's me, baby." So.
But then he acts so tough, and then he's like, "I'm not gonna give you funding. Like, I'm gonna take my toy and I'm gonna leave."
I get it.
like
I
that.
get it.
I don't like that.
I get it. He can be childish, but again,
No, he's childish. Period.
He
and
is.
That's why his wife is never around him.
but he's gonna get stuff. I mean, come on, you have to admit it right here on air to our listeners, our 83 listeners, that the 4 years under him was better than the 8 years under Obama and the 4 years under Biden.
I don't agree with the 4 years of Obama. Obama did some good stuff. Biden, I totally agree.
Okay,
Biden did
I'll get you to
nothing.
at least admit that.
And I already said that before.
I
I've
know.
already said that
I
he
want to
was-
hear it
he's
again.
one of the
They want to hear it again.
He's one of the worst presidents we've had.
Okay.
But
So
Trump
again,
is right up there with him.
again, we're gonna
Like
get
I
rid
said,
of people.
I didn't have a problem with most of the stuff that Obama did. Like, he did try, and I believed he did try, and I've researched a little bit of it. But I just didn't like his anti-police and his anti-military stance. I couldn't stand
He
that.
started that like his.
But you got to be transparent. Just because I didn't like that didn't mean that I hated him for everything,
Oh, I hated him.
right? And Biden has done nothing.
And I voted for him the first time,
I did.
but after 2 years of the crap, I was like, nope,
I didn't
never
vote
voting for him
I
again.
didn't vote for Obama or Biden or Trump.
But I did see that the Philadelphia Eagles were back to
Not going
not
to the White
going
House.
to the White House. Now the hockey guys made it. They just went there
Yeah,
about
but
a
they're
month
all
ago.
MAGA.
Doesn't matter. This is the
All
thing.
White guys are MAGA.
This is the thing.
from
I don't
hockey.
like Biden. I didn't like Obama. But if I was a professional player of any sport and the team won something, it's an honor to go there.
Yeah,
I don't
I
care. You don't have to like them.
I
You
agree.
could stand in the back. You don't have to be the front guy. So I think it's kind of crappy or shitty that
It's unprofessional.
these Eagle fans who most of them seemed to applaud him when they showed his picture on the Super Bowl, unless it was mostly Chief
No, they
fans.
booed
I
him.
don't know. I don't
They
know.
booed him because he said he was going for the Chiefs.
Well,
He
either
said
way,
he was going for the.
he
Chiefs.
did say he thought the Chiefs would win, but
Yeah.
I still think it's because there are people on the team that probably want to go. But because one person says,
got pressure.
I ain't going because I think he's a
Well,
racist,
the way
they're
I-
not going to
The
go.
way I read it, it started with management, like ownership and all that. They said no, and then they brought it to the players, and supposedly it was all 100% of the players.
Yeah, it wasn't. There's
So,
no
yeah,
way.
we've been in locker rooms.
Yeah.
We've played football. you pressure others to go with what you decide. And anybody can sit here and say, no, that doesn't happen. Bull crap, it doesn't happen. You know, the main guys on the football team are like, if any of you guys want, you know, they start, and then the lower people on the totem pole can be like, yeah, I'm not going to stand up. You know, and people don't have backbones.
But
anymore.
I'm sure Trump will come out and say, oh, I withdrew it before they could say they weren't coming.
That was the next article. The next article was like, well, we haven't sent the invite anyways.
Yeah.
The White House came out.
I'm sure that was, yeah.
And I agree with you. It's like, you're not going for Trump. You're going for the office of the president. And I don't care whose name is under that. And that's what I was telling you before. The office of the president is what I respect.
Right.
And that's what I'll protect. Who's there happens to be.
So I wish they had gone, but now we'll just see, if any other.
They didn't go the last time either, though.
Chiefs went
last. No. The Eagles, when they won, they didn't go the last time. When they won with
Well, was Biden in there? Or what? I think it was Trump
there.
Again, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Well, they won like 3.
When Wentz. Remember Wentz got hurt?
Right. But that was 3 or 4 years. It might have been Trump or it might have been
I don't know, but they
Biden.
didn't go. They didn't go to that one either. More than likely, it was probably Trump.
And you're Philly, like you're near DC, like I
you got the Liberty Bell.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
It's
you don't want to go.
House. You're going for the White House. You don't have to. If you don't want to shake his hand, like you said, stay in the back. Yeah. Whoever likes him, move them to the front.
Yeah.
You stay in the back.
I mean, I do like that hockey player. He said, "Hey, I'm an American.
Yep.
I'm glad to be here."
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say, "I love you, Trump," or MAGA. He just said, "I love the country. I'm glad we were here."
And it's an honor to play.
Yeah. So I mean,
that was that All-Star game was. I loved it. The hockey style.
Yeah.
The Four Nations thing. That was awesome. That's something the NBA has to do. Because that was like America Pride versus Canada.
Right, and they lost.
Too bad they lost. Yeah, but there was a lot of people.
They lost probably because Trump called them right before the.
Now weren't those kids hurt? The 3 brothers over
there?
Yeah. Chuck. I don't know how they got that last name and they're not Canadian.
I don't know.
But I like that. I like the whole Four Nations. Like everybody was into. Even I watched a couple.
Yeah, I don't have TV to watch any of that.
You stream it
on YouTube or something.
Yeah, something.
Because if it's not on, Netflix, Prime Video.
Netflix has sports now. Prime Video has sports now.
Right. Yeah, I know. And then Tubi. That's how I watched the Super Bowl.
I don't know what Tubi is.
It's just an app. I downloaded it because I heard that the Super Bowl was going to be on. Yeah, It's free. I just do the free stuff because I don't have enough followers to pay us yet. So
we don't have sponsors.
Yeah, no sponsors. These are our sponsors right here.
Hey, John, we need a sponsor, John.
Yeah.
Wait, who else has a business? Your pastor friend. God, what was his name? I forgot his name already. From Oklahoma?
Oh, Adrian?
Adrian. There's another sponsor.
We're going to go with Adrian to Colorado the week of 4th of July. How are you going to get in?
There's a wall.
The week we're going to climb it. We'll climb it like everybody else. We're going to go the week of 4th of July because they have an event at the.
So it's not for Tammy's. For Tammy's
at that college.
Oh yeah.
So we'll be going just for the week for. It's called family camp.
Family night.
So family camp. So. But hey, this last weekend you weren't there, but you went the weekend before. But I went to one of the new churches that Hope
sponsors.
Yeah, called Village Church. It's in Southern Highlands, and it was cool. Scott was there, Pastor Scott, Pastor Patrick, Ed Abba.
He's an employee there now, though.
Yeah. And but it was good. They had cupcakes after because it was their opening day one.
Was it still at the rec center?
Yeah, the YMCA.
Yeah, YMCA something.
So I went and support them. Support Jerry, who does our editing. He's
on the worship team, by the way.
Yeah, and he sings. So he was singing. And then Dennis from Bradley? Our men's group. Yeah, Pastor Bradley. And so if you live in the Southern Highlands zip code, which is 89141, apparently there was no churches there. There's 30,000 people. and they're the first church to open up. So they're
Well, there's the first church that they're trying to keep. I guess there was other ones that didn't make it. And
okay.
this one's the one that they're trying to. Hopefully, it stays open and it continues.
So I mean, they had to bring more chairs out than what they had set
nice.
up. So people kept coming in. So
Nice.
you know, I'm not going to go there regularly because Hope's my church, but for people that, you know, want to check it out, I definitely think you should check it out. And King's Church, you can check that out. They're a
King City.
They're a church plant from Hope. So definitely check those out. And so, and speaking of churches, your son, who was on our podcast for
Kevin.
10, 20 episodes. No,
Was
he
it
was,
that long?
no, it
No,
was
it was probably 6.
3 episodes. He was on for 3 episodes.
Oh, he was on for 3.
Yeah,
I thought you meant 3 ago.
Oh no,
No, it was a little bit more than that.
But he just did his first like sermon with the youth at Hope, Kids Hope. He talked about the Cowboys a little bit, but he that was good that he
he did great. A lot of passion. And
Yeah.
knew what he was talking about. So
he did a great job. I don't know if you're able to like find it on like, was it like recorded or anything?
it was recorded.
Enough.
I sent it.
But I wasn't sure if that was something just like a personal one or is that one that
it was Hope recording.
Oh, okay.
So it got
So
sent to Pastor Scott.
mm,
It got sent to Pastor Mal because he's in charge of that group. But yeah, he did good. He did really well. He's gonna do another one here in March. So he's gonna do another sermon here in March. That one I'm gonna go to. So I told him already, tell me in advance so I could go.
that's on a Wednesday night.
I don't know. He doesn't know what date they're gonna have.
Okay.
But
If it is, that's our men's group. Maybe
I'll break off. I'll go.
maybe a couple of us can head
I'll
over.
break off and go there.
So
But yeah, I'm proud of him. Like I can't do what he did.
yeah,
And the whole
I
week,
couldn't either.
Yeah, the whole week he was in his room just studying, and now I see what pastors have to go through, like what Pastor Scott says he has to do. I'm just like, I don't know if I could do all that. And he was stressed out the day before, so we prayed. I prayed with him right before he went. So yeah, it's a beautiful moment for me.
Yeah,
It's come full circle what he's always wanted. So
yeah, no, that's
now
awesome.
hopefully he goes to seminary. So we're gonna start a GoFundMe. Just kidding.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. And Hope Church is changing its, so we're not going to have Thursday night anymore. It's just going to all be on Sundays, and they're changing the time. So it'll be 9 a.m., 11 a.m., and 6:30 p.m. all
They're
on
gonna have a nighttime?
Sundays. All on Sundays.
Nobody's gonna go tonight.
You didn't know about that one?
No, they're gonna work. I thought it was gonna be like 4.
No, it's 6:30.
So Scott has to basically stay at church all day.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he could leave at 1 for a few hours, go
lunch
get
and then come
lunch or
back.
something. But yeah, that's because they tried to keep it the time of Thursday.
Oh, like for
Right,
late,
6:30,
late
so people that are late can go. So,
Yeah,
but
but it's still the weekend though.
yeah,
People went because it was a weekday.
So Tammy and I are gonna try to. She didn't like the 8:30, but we're gonna go to the 9. We're gonna try. So I'm gonna work 2 of the 9 services, and we'll go. We'll go to all 9s. But
what do you mean?
like
But how are you gonna go if you're gonna work?
I did that on Thursdays. I would work 2 of them. I just would be doing.
Yeah,
I would just be
that's the
behind the
Thursday
pastors.
service. Yeah, that's Thursday. But then you could go on Sunday.
No, I never went. I would just do the Thursday one.
So you never went on Sundays. You always went on Thursdays.
Well, if I wasn't working a Thursday and we didn't make it, we would go on a Sunday.
I
So-
tried to. I just couldn't go on weekdays. It didn't feel
Yeah,
right.
no, Thursday.
But it doesn't feel
I love
right.
the Thursday ones because if you wanted to go away for the weekend, you're not missing it.
Online.
No, I know. I watched online this last week, and it's just not the same as
It's
being
not.
there.
But if the Thursday was there, you go on Thursday knowing that you were going to take that weekend off.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you went to Thursdays all the time.
Right.
To me, I don't know. Maybe it's the Catholic, and I'm still a recovering Catholic, that I have to go to church on Sundays.
Right.
I just have to.
Although we just learned the Sabbath is really
It's
Saturday.
on Saturday.
Right? So
But that doesn't mean you have to go to church on Saturday. That just means you take that day as a Sabbath day. That was actually a pretty good study, by the way.
yeah. So. Well,
Story time.
It's at that time already.
Already.
I mean, the time just
It was went like
flies
that.
by.
And we
I think we're
worried about what we had to say today.
we're at 35 minutes. So
Oh shoot.
Story time.
I don't know that he'll throw any memes out there. We didn't really talk about much for the memes.
Well, we can. No, I was gonna say a link.
So
to,
it's your turn for story time.
Was it?
Yeah, I did that last one.
Yeah, but that wasn't policing.
Does it matter?
Yeah.
No. But another guy from my old work, I just saw he's retiring after 26 years as a lieutenant. And this guy's moving to Tennessee.
Really?
And he's gonna be like, he thinks he's gonna work for the local sheriff's office.
Or constable.
Because he's 47 like me when I retired from there. So, but he makes a little bit more money than I did.
Yeah, because he's a lieutenant.
So, yeah.
But you were a sergeant.
I know. But he had 6 more years.
I was gonna say he actually probably did his 25, whatever.
Yeah, he had 6 more years. So
he didn't do 25.
yeah, he did. He was 47. He started at 21. So he did 26 years, and I had 20.
Oh.
So, but
Yeah,
so.
but you still made good money as a sergeant, retirement wise. Well, no, it is California.
Yeah,
They
I don't make your metro money, man.
It's not my metro.
You
money.
guys,
It's Clark
you
County.
guys make bank, bank.
He's lying.
Okay, so story
So
time.
story
for you,
time.
right?
Let me see.
Story
What
time.
story do I have?
I think they're all like,
Statute
you
of
can't.
limitation is
Yeah,
gone?
they're gone. So
I
you.
don't know. I don't think so. Like literally everything that's coming to my head is stuff that I shouldn't put on.
What about like a funny? I mean, I got a funny one for a traffic
Most
stop.
of our funny ones are not.
Not funny.
They're funny, but like the people that know that were there would be like, dude, why did you say that story?
You're so worried about. Do any of these 86 people, are they from your work
Yeah.
listening? They
Yeah.
are? And they're hoping you.
And most of them are retired except for 2.
All right.
But
so,
they know the people that I would talk about.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Did I mean, I got a couple. I'll do quick 2 funny. One wasn't even me. It was another officer. So, my buddy Oral, right?
Yeah.
The only black
Black
officer
guy
that we
in
had.
Mendocino County.
Deputy, right? So when he was on train, we were both on training together, right? And so he on one of his, when he pulled the guy over and he goes back to run him, his FTO went up to the car and told the guy, hey, I want you to sign, when he has you sign,
Yeah.
I want you to sign Mickey Mouse. And he says, if he catches it, then you'll have to sign your real name. If he doesn't, you're free to go
rip
and
the
you will
ticket.
not get the ticket. And the guy's like, he's like, listen, I'm his training officer, So Oral goes up there, he signs, and, you're supposed to match the ID with the thing. Oral does. I mean, he kind of, and then he goes back, and Darren says, "Are we good?" And he goes, "Yeah," and he's like, "You sure?" He's like, "Yeah." He's all, "Okay, what did he sign?" And Oral looks, and he goes, "What? Mickey Mouse."
Hey, everybody.
And the guy starts driving off, and Oral throws it in, and Darren goes, "Stop right now." And he's all, he's leaving. He's like, "Nope, I told him to leave. You missed it, and now this ticket is no good." And I mean, some of the stuff he would tell me.
Now they allowed you to do that on like what is it called? Like because the ticket is a official document.
Yeah, he just wrote voided.
But I'm saying like he couldn't get in trouble, the train officer?
No.
Really? Oh, that's right. You guys are a small town.
Yeah, small town, and they want you to do stuff like hide guns in the
Yeah.
back seat and
Well, we did that.
see if you know.
We did that, but nothing on official documents. Like we couldn't mess with anything.
It's a ticket book.
It's still official.
I know, but
I mean, I guess because
nothing happens to the ticket at
No,
the
you void in your
when you're done with the ticket book. You give it back to records. They just throw it.
yeah,
You
the
get a
last
new
page,
one.
yeah.
Like
but the last page doesn't have signatures.
yeah, so that was a
That's
funny one.
hilarious.
And then man,
And now
I have so
and
many
now he's
on.
a what, deputy chief?
No, he's retired now, but I have so many on him, way more than I have on myself that were so funny. But
So you guys harassed him.
no, this guy, man. They were racist to him. So there's some.
That's not funny.
No, okay. Here's another funny one. He's laughing when he's telling me about it.
So he told you these stories. You didn't see them.
Right, yeah. Well, or his FT, like
Or his FTO.
yeah.
Who
but
was your buddy?
But but
just
Orwell
died?
told me.
Who just died or committed
No,
suicide?
he's not the one that died. But this one, so out in the country, Orwell pulls a car over for speeding, and when he walks, so Orwell's about 6'4", really fit. So he did 23 years in the Marines.
Oh, wow.
Retired as an E9, the highest you could get enlisted. And then he worked probation before he became a deputy. This guy, I mean, he's in his 60s, but looks about 40. And he runs on a treadmill every day. Like, he is so fit, like rock solid. And so he so bad. He walks up to the car, says who he is and why he pulled him over. And the guy turns, sees him, and says, I didn't know there was one of you on the force. So Orwell, as quick as he could, goes, oh, someone 6'4"? And the guy goes, he realized what he said.
Mistake, yeah.
And Orwell said when the guy said it, he didn't think he meant it the way it came out. But Orwell real quick was like, what, someone 6'4"? And the guy's like, yeah. And then right then Orwell's like, I don't want to have any issues. So he said, you know what, sir, just slow down. I know it's, the country right here, but just watch your speed. Have a nice day. And went back because he said he could see that it could, maybe turn into a complaint. But
Wait,
yeah,
the complaint should be against the
no,
guy,
it should
not
be,
him.
right? Yeah, it should be. I mean, there was so many when we were partners, man, these people would complain that he did this, he would say this, and he never cussed, but they would claim that he would say the F word, and he recorded
F-bird?
the F word, and he recorded everything. And so the sergeant.
Now this is before body-worn cameras.
We never. They to this day they
So
don't have.
he had his own recorder.
Yeah, we all had our own recorders.
Really? Man, you guys are like paranoid.
Yeah, we all had our little ones so we could record, so we could, But he this one time, this guy said that he told him to get the F back in the car, and Orwell never did, and so Sarge calls me in there. He's like, hey, these people are here to do a written complaint. I said, okay. I said, I showed up after, but I didn't hear him say anything. And he goes, do you think he has it recorded? I said, he records everything. He had a stack at home for like a month, and then he would, rotate them, right? So he knew people would complain, and he would have them. And then, so he brought the tape, gave it to the sergeant, and the sergeant listened to it, and you hear, the guy opens the car door. You hear Orwell say, sir, for your safety, get back in the car. Sir, please get back in the car for your safety and mine. And he yells, F you, and stuff like that. And then, so when the guy comes in with his wife, he wants to make a complaint. And Sarge says, okay, do you want a written complaint? Yes. He goes, okay. He goes, first, he should have had him fill out the form, but he was completely so pissed. He says, well, I want you to hear this first. And he plays it. And then he goes, now you get the F out of my office. And so he never actually took the complaint.
So you guys didn't have a law that says you can't file false complaints over them?
No, we did.
You should have let him.
I know, but back then, this is
60s.
early 2000s, when Oral and we came out on the streets in 98. They had those forms, but the DA never ever filed
Prosecuted.
Yeah, never prosecuted against people if they did false stuff. But towards the end, when I was about to retire, they did a few cases where people would complain and they found that it was false and they would charge them. But yeah, they never.
I think they actually took the law away here. We used to have it, and now there's no more saying.
No.
Because people stopped going in and complaining.
Yeah.
So they're like, wait a minute, we can't have that.
But I miss Oro, man.
Where's
guy,
he at?
He's still in Mendocino
Invite
County.
him. Let's do a
Dude, trying to get
podcast.
him to come. He says, "Oh, I'm coming to Vegas. I'm coming to Vegas," and then
He doesn't come.
no,
Well, let's take a trip, and then we'll bring him down here.
tie him up
Yep.
and bring him back.
Kidnap him.
Yeah. So he was
No,
my
he's
partner
6'4".
for a long
No, I don't
time.
think so.
Dude, he's so fit.
He'll be
Like
even now, though, like right now.
He's still fit. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
And he's
he would chase down at 60 something years old. He was Now he tries to claim this is him. He tries to claim that his birth certificate's wrong because he went in the military, underage, and so he's really not as old as his driver's license says. I'm like, shut up. But I've seen him
Run.
Yeah, I don't chase nobody. I never did back then. I still never do. I don't run after nobody. And I've seen him chase 18-year-olds.
And catch him.
Yeah. One time he was in his patrol car and he had the window down, and all of a sudden he looked in his rearview mirror and the guy
Jumped out.
hit the ground, took off running. He stopped the car, chased him, caught him. Like, it's crazy.
New charges.
I mean, I could talk. He was him and I were partners for a long time. So, I have tons of stories of him. And then when I became a sergeant, I would be in charge of him at times. So,
So you harassed him and
he ate healthy
and
like
you hazed
crazy.
him.
Huh?
You hazed him.
No. So.
How can you eat healthy? Oh yeah, you're in the country.
No, he always ate healthy.
But, you're in the country. You got all organic stuff.
Yeah. All right. So we're trying to get some more people on here. I guess we might be able to get your son, your other son.
Yes, we're gonna try and get my young son on here, Ethan.
The firefighter.
Yep, get him on here, and we're gonna go do Nevada Read Week. Next.
Read.
R-E-A-D.
Oh. Okay.
So tell you guys how that goes.
Okay.
And we have a quinceañera coming up end of March.
Nice.
So let you guys know how that went. See if my knees make it through the
For
dance.
those of you that don't know what that is, it's a dance when someone becomes 15, right?
For Mexicans, it's 15. For you guys, it's 16.
Oh. For us white people? Or?
Sweet 16.
Oh,
and for
sweet
us, it's
16.
Quinceañera. Same,
Okay.
what is it? Whatever. Same process, whatever. But
Yeah.
we just do it at 15. You guys do it at 16.
But you guys do way better parties than our Sweet 16.
I don't
And
want
better
to
food.
I don't want to tell you how much Heaven's Party was worth. I'm glad I only had one daughter.
All right, so go ahead and click, share, like, watch. All
Definitely
that
watch.
stuff.
I gotta catch up on mine.
Yeah, and until next time, be safe out there. Make sure you have ID with you.
Yes.
Especially
Birth
if you're related to this
certificate,
guy.
Passport, and a little card that tells you what to do.
Yeah. Remember, you can remain silent,
Yeah.
and then they just throw you in anyhow. So,
And call me, I'll go pick you up.
I mean, if you're legal, you might want to say, I'm legal.
No, don't say that. Just get handcuffs. That way you can sue Trump. I mean, Elon.
Yeah.
President Musk.
All right. Peace out.
Have a good one. Peace.